Hello, Saints. Today I want to ask you a question. Are you in the Bible? Well, the question remains, do you want to be? So, you know that these are the end times. And when the war starts, God tells his people, return back to Jerusalem, return back to Israel. I will defend you there. Okay. So he made a covenant with us. God made a covenant with us way back in ancient times. And, throughout history, different times, these fulfillment of these prophecies, have happened. In Jeremiah 30, God tells us to return back to Israel, return back to Jerusalem so he can defend us there. Okay, so now the answer to that question is, are you in the Bible, is, do you want to be? So when the war starts, know this in your heart. This war is rebellion against God. Okay? God tells us in his word, he goes, my sword will remove the wicked from off the face of the earth. My sword will chase the sinners of my people. I will destroy every Gentile nation on earth in the fire of my jealousy for you. Okay, now, this war eventually leads down to the Battle of Armageddon, where you're face to face against God. Now, do you want that? No, do not join this war. It will only mark your soul. Okay, so are you in the Bible? I would hope that you would want to be, So, when the war starts, return back to Israel, return back to Jerusalem. God will defend you there. Okay? Real quick, I'm going to just run you through this real quick. When the war started in Ukraine, what happened when Russia attacked Ukraine? All the people fled the cities. All of the bombs were falling down on the cities, and the people left. They went into the wilderness. Okay. Now, what happened in Syria? The civil war that happened in Syria just recently, when all the bombs were, all these different militaries were bombing all the different cities and everything. The people fled. They fled, and they ran into where? They left the cities. They ran into the country and the wilderness. Okay. Now, looking at Revelations 12, it tells us this, that, the church runs into the wilderness. When the war starts and it starts hitting all the cities and stuff, people migrate into the wilderness. So it only makes sense. Jeremiah 30, where it says, return back to Israel. God will defend us there. Hey, if you want more insights like this, like, follow, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. You guys have a great day.